Hello everyone. Today we will learn how to run Microsoft SQL Server on Mac OS. This is a three-part series where today we will install Docker and SQL Server. SQL Server is one of the most widely used databases. It is my personal go-to database for building web applications that need to support hundreds if not thousands of concurrent users. In the past, we've had to install virtual machines in order to create and design SQL Server databases on Mac OS. That is no longer the case. Today, with the help of Docker and other open source tools, developers have everything we need to build world-class web applications using Mac OS. Let's get started. Before we can begin installing Docker, you must first determine if your computer is running the newer M1 Apple chip versus the standard Intel chip. If you are not sure, open your Apple About screen. As you can see, I am running the new Apple M1 Pro. For computers with the newer Apple chip, you will need to run a terminal command to enable a chip translator program called Rosetta. Open your terminal and enter this command. This is for Apple chip users only. Key in software update space -- install - Rosetta and press enter. We are now ready to install the Docker desktop. Navigate your browser to docker.com. Then click on the Get Started button near the top right hand corner of your screen. Pause this video, then choose the appropriate download and complete the installation. If you are running the M1, M1 Pro, or any Apple chip, select the Apple chip option. Otherwise, select the Intel chip installation. Now that you have the Docker desktop installed, you should see it running in your menu bar. Click on the Docker icon, sign into your account, and then open the dashboard. The Images tab shows all of the images that I currently have downloaded. In a moment, I will show you the terminal command to install the Microsoft SQL image. The Containers tab shows our running instance of the SQL Server engine. Notice that I can pause or restart the SQL instance at any time. If you were to restart your computer, you will need to come back here and start this instance before your applications can connect. Let's recap. Think of Docker images as being a complete configuration of a particular computing environment. You can think of containers as being a running instance or creation of a particular Docker image that you can destroy and recreate at any time. Now let's see how images and containers get created. Open your terminal window. From here you will issue two commands. The first command will download the Docker image using the docker pull command, starting with sudo for elevated privilege, space docker, space pull, space mcr.microsoft.com/azure SQL-edge:\latest. You should press enter at this time, but I have already completed this step, so I will simply cancel. The next command will create a Docker container from the installed image above. I will paste this command in to save time. Notice the platform we need is Linux, followed by the acceptance of the EULA software agreement and then the SA password. The -P is for the ports, both inbound and outbound, for database connectivity. The -- name and host name are optional, but it does prevent Docker from creating a really long internal ID. The -V I feel is important. It gives us the ability to set up a volume on our hard drive where all of the database files will be created. Without this parameter, Docker will store the database files inside of the container itself, which will be deleted if the container ever goes away. After you execute this command, let's look at the volume folder. On my machine, I will navigate to the users folder, and then my name, and then projects, and then volumes. In the data folder is where you will find all of the database files generated. At this point, you should open up your Docker dashboard and start your server. Remember, it's located in the Containers tab page. And if you see the pause, that means it is currently running. In the next video, we will show how to install Azure Data Studio and establish a connection to our SQL Server engine. Thanks for watching.